Good morning, this is Airpost Creations 2021. This is my Shaman Oracle reading for this week. Today we have Tuesday morning, and I'm reading for Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. This reading is for Libra. Welcome, Libra. I'm using once more all the decks that are used in last week's reading. So the first card is from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, and the card that came out for you is the Prayer. The Prayer is about worship, is grace, and is paying homage. So what is prayer is asked, and when are we in a state of a prayer, and when are we not? And to whom or to what do we pray? The practice of prayer has been with us since the dawn of time as a remedy for the omnipresent, self-centered thinking that spins us toward illusion. The prayer leads us beyond our ego as we move from our little story to the big story. And some say that we are in a state of prayer any time that we are not at the center of our own thoughts. And others say that prayer is a natural result of some gratitude. Perhaps it is simply a surrender or a service. Whatever prayer is for you, the card reminds you of its importance. So get quiet, get low, get humble, and get soft, and touch the ground as your heart is lifting up to the sky. Though it may be uncomfortable, it is time, because nothing else now will do. Experiment with the act of praying, and it is said that nearly all spiritual traditions, they make a practice of some kind of prayer. Every song, every kiss, every breath, every word can so become a prayer. It is a feeling, it is not an action. Consider the ancient mantra Ong Namo Guru Nef Namo, which is I bow to the creative consciousness within. I bow to the teacher within. Next is every little thing you do is magic tarot. Out came the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups tells you to find yourself in a state of bliss, invigorating the energy that is swirling all around you. And whatever is swimming your way right now, then open up to its juicy, overflowing possibility. When we acknowledge reality, then we can sink our teeth into it and let it drip down our chins. So indulge, my dear one. The rose quartz brings you unconditional love, tenderness, and new beginnings. The Once Upon a Time tarot card is the Devil. And we all have that devil deep inside us, and it shows up once in a while in all of our lives, I think. Here the devil relates to the Hansel and the Gretel fairy tale. And in that fairy tale, of course, is a bad witch living in a gingerbread house to get the children come to her easily. And such children, they are lost in the woods, and they are young siblings, namely Hansel and Gretel. They succumb to the temptation of eating some of the little gingerbread house goodies that belonged to this cannibal witch. And it all required a great courage and some cleverness to get out of that wicked old woman's hands and surroundings. The message for you is that you might be feeling a bit trapped, and the good news is that you are holding the key to your own jail. It takes a great deal of inner strength and lucidity to grab and dare use this key, but the reward will be priceless and will spell for you the word freedom. And this word freedom is written in big letters. The Nature's Whispers card is maintain your childlike spirit. Nature holds all aspects of light, and this light is the same brilliant light that shines out of every child while they are still in touch with the magic of this world and of nature. So find the innocence of your childhood light within yourself and then reconnect with it. This light represents your virtue and holds the memory of perfect trust, fearlessness in others, and total self-reliance. It will allow you to see the world with the eyes of a child, and you will be excited to learn new things every day. How much happier our world would be if everyone reconnected to his or her purest essence called childhood. But of course, that is only for the happy children who truly have a happy childhood. So I hope that more children can experience the happiness of childhood. The Sacred Forest card comes up next, and that one is StormSpirit. And the StormSpirit here is also chaos. There is a fierce and a massive storm that has overtaken the forest, and the trees, they are whipping back and forth, and a torrent of rain is pounding on your head and your shoulders. Crashes of thunder shakes up the earth as the ragged shards of lightning illuminate the dark wood. The card acknowledges potential chaos for the need for chaos as an activator for healing in your life. Spiritual chaos allows for the dissolution of outmoded beliefs so that energetic life force energy can fill your life. If you are experiencing some upheaval right now, know that the underlying energy is restorative and embrace it rather than deny it or suppress it. You are being healed on all levels. Of course, take time to find calmness in any storm, but also understand that a chaos can be beneficial in many ways. It can activate your creative life force, and alternatively, if your life is a bit too calm to the point of being stagnant, then the card suggests that it might be time to create some chaos in your life. Try doing things differently to shake your life up a little bit. If you are always early, then, well, be late. Beneath the surface, profound shifts and transformations can now occur. Although many assume that nothing good comes from a massive storm, every part of nature has great value. For example, the downed trees by some storms provide habitats for many kinds of animals, and the lightning helps to fertilize the soil of the earth. There is enough electrical energy in the lightning to separate the nitrogen atoms in the air, which then fall to the earth with the rain and then combine with the minerals to form nitrates, which is a type of fertilizer. So look for the silver lining in any current upheaval. The spirit of the storm says to you, shred your outmoded thinking and your self-imposed blockages. Tear down the walls of self-imposed limitations and step into the chaos and embrace it rather than trying to suppress it. And do the unexpected. And the last card is the Sacred Creators Oracle card. Out came Get Back to the Elementals. It is a time to bring some elemental magic into your life, getting outside, doing something witchy or wild, and letting go of who you believe you have to be. So step into your elemental self. The elements in most magic circles are the earth, the fire, the air, the water, and spirit. And these elements, they create all matter and life. So it is time to break things down into their simplest elements and to get back to your roots. What are the basics of what you are building is the question. If you are a seasoned creator, what was your original plan or your original dream? There is a likelihood that you have grown since you began your journey, and it may be time to shift your plans so that they make more sense for you now. So get back to the basics of exploring the world like a child and seeing the things anew. Fresh eyes will then offer you a fresh perspective. And when you break things down into their most basic parts, then you can put them back together again in novel ways. Take another look at what you are already doing and what you have already done, and take special notice of the magic that you already have access to. It may be time to cut any extra drama in your life, some networking and extracurriculars that are not 100% aligned with your basics, and then call in the elements as you get back to your own kind of elemental. What quintessential desire is running through everything that you do, and what is always remaining the same? When you think of magic available to you in fire, water, earth, air, and spirit, what then comes up for you under each element? Write about it a list, and then when it is done, can you see how your list could help you understand your next steps? And how could the elemental energies inspire you? And how could you bring more fire into your life? Or more air? Or more water? Or more earth? Ask these questions and then try to change things. That was the reading for you, Libra. Thank you very much for listening. I wish you a beautiful Tuesday, and I wish you a great week. I'm sending love out to you, Libra. Take care and goodbye.